So the other day, I was talking to a couple of the artists at my shop, and we were talking about like getting tattoos in like sensitive areas. So like at lunch, we were kind of talking about this. So like I have tattoos like that go like up in there, and I got tattooed by one of my artists, Louise, and like he and I are great friends, like super professional. Nothing about this was weird. But because we were friends, like it's like, do you think it's weirder if like your friends tattoo those areas, or like do you think it's better if it's strangers? Because, and the reason I say this is we were like at home, I was taking off the dermoir, and where the tattoo was, because it was like right under my butt cheek, where the dermoir had ended up was like on a lip. Like he had put it on a lip, and like he obviously wasn't trying to. Like again, that's where the Dormore went. So like it was just one of those like things. And so I'm pulling it off and I'm like, oh man. Because while we were putting it on, like I was trying to like stretch the skin, but like it's a weird area to stretch. It's very stretchy. It's very awkward. And so my idiot husband is like, just go on all fours, man. Just like doggy style. And like Louise and I both look at each other. We're like, no, absolutely not. And like, again, super professional. He's an amazing guy. He's touching my whole leg. But do you think it would have been less awkward if it was like a stranger?
No, it
Because
would
like
have been more awkward, I
I don't
think.
think so. I feel like with a stranger, it's like it's not weird when like you go to like the gynecologist, right? Like you don't know your gynecologist by name, so like it's perfectly fine when they're like up in there like doing stuff, right? Like it's just professional. But when it's like a friend, you're like, oh man, I have to look you in the eyes every day after this. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess it could be both ways. I don't.
Well, would you rather when you're getting your butt tattooed? Would you rather it's a friend, or would you rather you never have to look that person in the eye?
No, I'd rather it be a friend because I know it's uncomfortable for them.
Why don't you put your mic on?
What would you prefer? It's a prostate exam.
A
Your
friend?
doctor or a friend?
Oh,
Like a stranger doctor or a friend doctor?
depends how big their fingers are.
That's the real answer there. It just depends on how uncomfortable the whole process is going to be. Okay. Yeah, I'm fully on the like. I think it's way worse when it's a friend because like, I mean, like I'm also his boss technically. So like, I went in the next day and I was like, yeah. So like I was pulling the dermoir off, and like the poor guy was panicking the whole time. He's like, I didn't mean to. Like I didn't mean to. Like it wasn't. And like again, my husband works with us, so he's like there and like he's putting the dermoir back on the next day, and like bends me over the table, and he's like, yeah, you should have done this yesterday. And Louise, like you can just see the panic in this man's eyes. He's like, well, I mean, I wanted to ask, but like you're my boss. Like it was like a whole, like it was a whole ordeal. So I don't know. That's my fun story on that subject.
No, I think it would probably be less awkward if it was a stranger.
Yeah. I mean, you never have to see them again.
But I like to make things uncomfortable for my friends, so I'd probably just go roll with that.